Alright, it's your boy Codehova, Fly Combinator. Proceeding on with iOS Hustla. Let's move on to the next point. I'm just going to highlight it because I already know I'm going to rock this shit. But anyways, we're going to be talking about UIKit controls, alright? So, let's go to Google Chrome and see what UIKit controls is. It's views and controls. It's kind of stuff that we already talked about. It's present your content on screen and define the interactions allowed with that content. So, just so we could work with something that's already done, this is a label. This is a button. This is a navigation title. Here we have a table view. This is probably all a table view. And these are table view cells. And then we got this single cell with a switch in it. It's going to toggle on and off. So we got another cell. We have a date picker. All right, we have another cell. A cell with a switch. A cell with a segmented control. All right, that's what it says. And we have another cell here, but I'm pretty sure there's some kind of text view. And views can host other views. Embedding one view inside another creates a containment relationship between the host view, known as a super view, and the embedded view, known as the subview, or also child view. View hierarchies make it easier to manage views. Okay? And then with these views, we could add in responders to like gesture recognizers, and we could create custom content with core graphics and other UIKit classes. You could support drag and drop. You could respond to focus changes. You could animate the size, position, and appearance attributes of the views. So UIView is the root class for all these views, right? If I go to the Xcode, open, you see some of these are controllers, but like here, moving all the way down. Are they all? I guess so. Until here. These are all subclasses of the UIView. There's many of them. And you'll use many of them. Of course, you're going to have your favorites. I have my favorites. But it's like if you want to learn more about it, hey, when you're on the toilet, when you're taking a shit, read about the docs. Read the docs about what the UIView is. You'll probably learn so many things that you never knew. And learning things that you didn't know makes you a better person. So there's container views. There's collection views. Okay. So let me show you examples of what is what. I want the simulator. So if we look at photos, this is a collection view, right? Because when there's more photos, it's like there's like four cells in a row. But I'll let me find a better example. News. So I'm pretty sure this is a collection view. Okay, this is a collection view because you have this big cell right here. You have smaller cells, but this is all things that you could design. If we want to look at a table view, if we look at the settings, this is a table view. This is a static table view. And this probably has multiple sections, and we have multiple cells. When it comes to stack view, we messed with stack views just a little bit in our very first app. Scroll views, so table views and collection views are subclasses of the scroll view. And scroll views allow views to do this, to scroll up and down. I think the news app would be a better example of being able to scroll up and down and have, if you think about it, like this big old screen, it's only this big, but we have so much content that is contained in this scroll view. So users are able to continuously scroll. All right. So now we're going to move on to content views. We messed with the activity indicator. This is a spinner. All right. UI image view. That's a view that you could put image assets into. JPGs, PNGs. I'm not sure if you could do GIFs, but maybe you could do GIFs. So the picker view, it's like when you're picking your state, like the spinner, this spinner right here, right? That's a picker view. Progress view, it's like from 0 to 100, from 0 to here, it's like when you're loading, it's gonna start boop 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 building up. That's it. That's a progress view. UIView, we see this word deprecated. And what deprecated means is that they don't support it anymore. You could build it into your app, but who knows? On the next iOS, that shit might just break. Express disapproval of. So don't use deprecated shit. You could always find Apple, if they deprecated something, it's because they created something that's better. And for instance, if we click open the UI Webview, we're going to see that it's deprecated, and it's saying if you want to run web views, use the WK Webview instead of the UI Webview. So that's how you find what you should use instead when something is deprecated. Okay, so we got the UI control. What is this? Okay, UI controls are these things. When you could, this is a stepper, this is a switch. I'm not sure what this is. It might be a text field. All right, but anyways, we have buttons. Buttons are going to be used when, let's say you fill out your name and email and password, and you want the user to press a button to submit that information. That's what we use, a UI button. A date picker is a customized picker, UI picker view that's going to have like dates, and it's going to have the month, day, and year. Page control, it's going to be like the number of dots. Let's see if there is a, where can I find a page control? I don't think it's there. Yeah, man, my bad. But basically what it is, damn, man, page control. So these little buttons you might see, that's going to allow you, like when you move from page 1 to 2, it's going to move to the second dot. If you move to the next page, it's going to move to the third dot. That's the page control. Many instance properties on that for you to be able to manipulate. So segmented control it's like iOS's version of radio buttons, where there's going to be a number of selections that you could do, but when you select one, you could only select one. All right. We got the slider, which is going to be like on Spotify. I'm not sure if Spotify has it, but let's say you're on a music app and you want to scroll to the middle of the song. You're going to slide that thing into the middle. Maybe there's going to be an image. Yeah. So this is a slider. The stepper, it's when you want to increment something down 1, up 1. Yeah. You could use to increment or decrement values. Cool. We got the UISwitch, that's either on or off. There's text views, there's labels. Okay, labels is what we worked with. We definitely got an intro on that, being able to change the text, change the number of lines. We edited the font, the color. Okay. UITextFields, those are when you want users to input information. Okay. When you open up text views, very important. So let's just say, close that. Text field. And what we want to do, well, let's just say that it's always going to be in the middle. And it's always going to be 20. And let's make the width 200. How about that? And if we run it, this one's going to look pretty bad. I should have put it on the top, but there's going to be things that happen. So here we have the view, and if we press this, the keyboard's going to come up if you're on a device. There's times when you use a simulator, it doesn't really do what you expect it to, especially. So if you clicked onto this text field on a device, it would have opened up the keyboard automatically. But sometimes a simulator does hiccups like that. It's been having this hiccup ever since I started working with Xcode. I don't think it's big on Apple's priority list of bringing out the keyboards, but if you want to bring the keyboard out on your simulator, you just press Command K, up and down. That's all you do. But anyway, that's the text field. Okay. Text view, it's a big ass scrollable text field. Okay. Visual effects, it's like adding blurs. These are all things with that effect. All these different types of visual effects that you could add to your views. Bar item, these are going to be things that you add into your navigation bars, all these cool things. There's a lot of things, man. A lot of things. But that's pretty much all we have when it comes to UIKit controls. All right. It's your boy, Codehova. We got done with that. iOS Hustla, live streams every Sunday, 5 p.m. You dig? Let's get that bag.